Good morning, Infinity. Welcome to Yoga Sunday. What is popping in your world? This is Rev Jeff Obafemi-Carr, and I am welcoming you to this wonderful space, welcoming you to Yoga Sunday. Good to see y'all. Say hello to us in the box. We're going to say hello to you. Good morning. This is the time to like. This is the time to subscribe. This is the time to send text to all your friends and let them know that we are live. It is Yoga Sunday, and I don't care if you showed up today and got the whole family together and put on your suits and your dresses and said, oh my gosh, I forgot every fourth Sunday is Yoga Sunday. Guess what you can do? You can loosen the neckties, take off the jackets. You got enough time to make a run and go prepare, lay some mats on the floor, clear the floor off. If you don't have mats at home, get yourself a towel, whatever you need, get you some bottled water. And in a minute, I'll give you a space to actually do that. But for right now, I want to welcome you into the space as you begin to settle in, as we begin Infinity. Yoga Sunday is a Sunday service. Can you believe that? Yeah. Can you know that? Yeah. We do a Sunday service. Every fourth Sunday is dedicated to moving the principles that we teach on first, second, and third Sunday into the actual physical body. So you have an opportunity now to balance yourself, mind, body, and spirit. So it's less of a class. If you want a class, come hit me at Power Yoga, and you will get a class for your body. Thought I was going to rhyme today. I'm not going to rhyme today. You will get a class, but for Yoga Sunday, for this meditative moving experience, we invite you to move at your level. All levels are welcome here. If you're an advanced yogi, you know how to get yourself into the advanced poses. I'll tell you how. If you're a first-time yogi, guess what? You're here today. Congratulate yourself. Yoga is about showing up in the space. You showed up in the space today, and so because of that, we're excited to have you. So we are going to have a moving meditation. That's going to be the wealth of today. The poses that we hit, the overall poses are going to be more restorative. So we're going to hit them. We're going to hold them. My wife's in the back snapping her fingers. We like restorative. But for now, let's come on into the space and begin to settle in. We're going to begin the service as we do with a little bit of breathing. So come on in, take a deep breath with me. Exhale, let it all out. Good. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and release. Continue to breathe like this. In and out through your nose. Giving yourself permission to just simply be. Not focused on yesterday. Can't do nothing about it. Not fixated on the possibilities of tomorrow. You don't control that right now. All you do control is this present moment. And as you are in this present moment, you can plant a seed of good within you. Deeply inhale the color yellow. Exhale, release that color into the world for healing. Continue to breathe like this. Settling into this moment with us. Recognizing in this divine moment of stillness that by acknowledging the breath, we celebrate the being. By celebrating the being, we embrace the doing. And as we are in this moment of divine stillness, we ask that all eyes be closed, all heads be bowed, and all hearts now be open. As we speak directly to Spirit through affirmative prayer, by pouring energy into realignment toward manifestation, focus on the God of your acceptance and understanding. That divine image, that divine name, that divine likeness, that divine power that connects to you and reminds you of who you are. It is that energy that we affirm to in this moment. All powerful, all wise, all knowing, all loving God, thank you for being here in our space today. Thank you for being here and us knowing that the space is not the building. The space is not the institution, but the institution is every single person who is hearing my voice right now. The institution is the globe and the universe, and you control it all. We bow together in acknowledgement of you today, in gratitude and in thanksgiving for getting us to this place today. Thank you for the days that we have traveled, the days that we have moved. Thank you for the experiences that we've had. Some of them were not ideal. And we recognize that some of them caused us pain and discomfort. Some of those experiences made us question who we are and why we are on this planet. And yet in this moment, we can acknowledge that we arrived today. We arrived in this living moment. We arrived outside of space and time in replay moments for those who catch us at other times. But all together we acknowledge that we are here and that this is good and that you are good. The old song says, nobody told me the road would be easy, but I don't believe you brought me this far to leave me. We know that you never leave us. You are a present God. You are a loving God. You are an all-powerful God. We acknowledge this in this moment today, and we give thanks. Thank you for the gifts of divine purpose. Thank you for those who showed up today to be filled. Thank you for those who showed up to be overflowing. Thank you for those who showed up today to be restored and reminded that you always love us and that the best is yet to come because all is well. We speak that something is said, shared, breathed, moved into the body, acknowledged through a call, a text, a wave, a slide on the screen, whatever it may be. Let it remind us that we are always loved, covered, and protected by you. It is for these things and for others that cannot be put into words, but are felt as deep gratitude. We say thank you. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Take a deep breath in with me. Exhale, let it all out. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to say good morning in a minute. I'm going to take a look at a monitor and welcome you in. I know you're coming in from all over the world. I know you're coming in from all sorts of spaces. So we acknowledge that energy in the prayer field, of energy and love. And we amplify that through the pouring of libations. I want you to now, as you are in a focused state, to begin to think of those ancestors of yours. Those relatives, those friends, those mentors who have transitioned from life into life after life. And we're going to call their names aloud as we pour our libations. Ashe. as we stand at our altar at the Infinity Center, 641 West Nocturne Drive. We don't take it lightly that we stand inside what used to be a former residence. And I love to tell the story of a young doctor in his 30s, Horace Marion Frazier, his wife, Eloise Frazier, and their vision to build a home in a part of town where it was the only option they had at the time, because you couldn't go party downtown when you were a person of color. So they built an estate here and drew so many people around them that it became known as the Haynes Trinity area. To Reverend Haynes and his community leadership that established this place. Literally, the ground upon which we stand is here because of visionary ancestors who thought about the future. And they said, if you can't give us a place, we'll claim a space of our own. So we acknowledge the Fraziers in this moment, Ashe. In this altar representing the fire, the water, the air, the earth, the four elements of creation, we pour libation. We pour the sacred water that represents the living. Your body is 2/3 water. You were nurtured in water for 9 months before the water broke. So this essence of life is in all of us. You can't live without water. And from the formless substance in the clay, in the Kemetic ancient tradition, Khnum formed man on the potter's wheel. In the biblical and Judaic traditions, man and woman formed from the earth. This body goes back to dust, ashes to ashes, earth to earth. So we pour, knowing that that cycle creates even more life. Ashe. And so as we pour today, we acknowledge your people, our people, and recognize that we stand on the shoulders of giants who have come before. May we live the life that will make it so that our next generation will call on us in admiration and in recognition that absence in this physical space is presence with God. And when you got that ancestral connection, that connection with spirit, nothing can stop you. Cool water, freshen our spirits. Freshen and consecrate this house. Freshen and consecrate these bodies today for strength. Freshen our collective ancestors. We praise Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and Creation. Grant to us peace and prosperity. From the divine energies of the north that give us direction. From the divine energies of the south, which give us connection. From the divine energies of the east with the rising sun that reminds us that each day we get up, we got another shot to do it. From the setting energy of the west that reminds us to be grateful for the roads that we've traveled. From the ground that we stand upon to the heavens above us, to the center space of the heart that intersects and connects us all. We speak these names as we pour. Call them aloud at home or chat them. Type their names in the chat box. Grandmama may have popped into your consciousness. She might just be saying, hey, I'm with you. I got you today. When I'm in down dog, I call on my granddaddies because they the only thing that can keep me propped up. So you call their names today. B card. Those who come before family line Haynes, Carline. to the children in the womb, in the world, and yet unborn, we collectively say together the Yoruba word, which means spirit, which means essence, which means breath, which means and so it is. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe-o. And so it is. As we prepare to say good morning, it is a moment of gratitude. So we're going to generate gratitude today. We've got the space open. We've got the portal to spirit open. And now we've got our minds focused. And mind focusing comes from gratitude, y'all. So I want y'all to say good morning. And in a minute, I'm going to hit some music and I'm going to play some music for you all. The Voices, first, second, and third Sunday, they sing good morning to you. Some of y'all, I see you, like, man, I love good morning to you. I'm good, dun, 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 dun. You know, y'all going in. And I love it because that's what it's supposed to do. That's an original Keith the Car, original, one of those originals, snap, snap, snap. We're going to generate gratitude. Here's how we do it, y'all. Yoga Sunday. We're going to type one thing that you're grateful for today. Say good morning. Let us know where you're doing Yoga Sunday from. And say one thing that you're grateful for. I dare you. One thing that you're grateful for. We'll pop up a few of them on the screen, and we'll say good morning to you and make sure that you got that. One thing that I'm grateful for. Awesome, Josh. One thing that I'm grateful for is a brief family vacation. But during family vacation, we squeezed in 2 family trips and a brief vacation, all in 5 days. And that is important. But we were able to bring back my mom. My mom has been back and forth with my sister. So those of you who know Queen Mother Carr, she's 92 going on 93. And we made that trip from the bottom of Texas all the way back here safely. Mom is in. She's safe and sound. Those of you who know her and love her, you might get a chance to see her over the next few weeks. Of course, you're going to have to flash me a card and be wearing a mask because that's how that goes. I'm not playing with y'all out here with these conspiracy theories. So I'm grateful for science, and I'm grateful for everything. Good morning to you. Let's go and see who we got here. Scroll up to the very top, Joshua. I'm going to go back to the very top to say good morning to everybody. To Sister Stephanie Nicole, good to have you in the place. Serious yogi, serious performer, serious creative. Do you know how much stuff is going to come out of you this year into the world? Trust it. We know it is. Good morning, Sister Angie Bartlett-Treese. Good morning in the place. We love it. See, man, I love it. Y'all can't do those little mini typos. You type food morning and it made me hungry. So I'm kind of hungry. Oh, I do that all the time. I've done good forning. I don't know what that is. I've done all kinds, but y'all done made me hungry now. Good morning, Leanne. Good morning from Belgium. We love you. Worldwide, y'all. We are worldwide. Rowena's in the house. A king is in the house. Awesome. I see the ancestors coming into space. All of those names. That's power that's coming into this space today. Greetings, CrossFit. Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Grateful to have found my person. I love it. T, what's up, man? T, what's up? TNT. We got to call y'all TNT, literally. TNT because y'all are dynamite. Remember I said that, right? Pow. Yes, we're going to be in that space. Greetings, Leanne, from everyone in Belgium. So grateful for this Yoga Sunday. We're grateful for you, Leanne. Always great to see your face in the place and to feel your energy. We feel it from across the world. Can't wait till we connect with you. We're going to start an Infinity Fellowship in Belgium so we can fly over there. You could take us around. We can see everything. We like to travel. We like to get out and do those things. Wouldn't that be cool, though? We could broadcast Infinity from Belgium, and then Rwanda, and then London, and then Bahamas, and North Carolina, and L.A. We got a whole lot of things to do, but I want to make sure y'all take care of yourself so that the world can really open. Regardless of what they're telling you in Tennessee and other places, the world ain't open yet. So protect yourself before you wreck yourself. Herb and Soul Sanctuary, good morning from Atlanta, Stone Mountain. Grateful for a wonderful wife / sister / best friend. Keep slashing. We slash. We send the gratitude out. Each one of those things is a treasure. How many of us have good friends in the world? How many of us have good business associates in the world? How many of us have people in our house that we like? Oh my gosh, what a gift. Children that we love. What a wonderful gift to be. So it's awesome in here. Murfreesboro, Tennessee is in the house. Grateful for family. Okay, we got a great core group here. And for those of you who decided to try to take Yoga Sunday off and then your spirit was telling you, no, I got to watch it on a replay, you welcome to, because we're going to get into this space today. So I want to welcome you by reminding you, if you're a first timer, we're going to welcome you in a moment and get you in here. I see Sister Michelle in the house. Grateful for discovering Infinity Fellowship. We're sending you guys love. We're sending you love back, Michelle. Just another great spirit that's here in the space today. So you all, we are in this wonderful space. We're going to go to our statement of Infinitude because it teaches us, it tells us, it reminds us of why we're here. We are an interspiritual gathering. That means that we are pulling people together who consider themselves more spiritual than religious, but need a space for community. That's the secret. You need community. I remember personally when I had my own spiritual practice, I would meditate, I would pray, I would go to different places to hear different kinds of music. All of that was working, but I needed something that I could do with my family. And then I needed something I could do with community so I didn't feel strange. So the vision kept pecking at my heart. In 2014, I gave in. And as a result, community appeared as the Infinity Fellowship. So it's been here for me. It's here for you. And the statement of Infinitude is the core agreements that pull us together as a community. So 4 principles to Infinity Fellowship. We call it SNAP. Real simple. You hear people snapping around here. That reminds you of 4 principles that I give to you, and I dare you to put them into practice. The S is for spirituality. Spirituality that transcends any religion and connects you to the God of your own acceptance and understanding. The N is for nurturing. Nurturing of ourselves and others. Nurturing ourselves mind, body, and spirit. When you get the nurturing down, the next thing you got is the A. The A is for action, because we take action on our dreams. We work to walk in our divine purpose. We encourage you to do the same. And if you do these 3 things, you will see the P. The P is for the proof. Proof that your spiritual practice is manifesting in your life. You got to see the proof, y'all. You want to make sure that you're doing something that is providing fruit. If you're not seeing fruit, then ask yourself, why am I spinning my wheels? How's it working for you? You want to be able to look back over a period of time and saying, hey, showing up in the space, participating, being a giver, being someone who gives of their talents and time and their treasure, being somebody who participates in community. Now I look back in these practices where I'm not kicking myself in the head and condemning myself, and I see now that I've been able to achieve things and heal. That's the proof we're looking for here. So our statement of Infinitude, I invite you. Infinitude, the word in the dictionary, is defined as the state or quality of being infinite or having no limit. As far as us, we define it as infinity with an attitude. That attitude is gratitude. We invite you, wherever you are, to say with us our statement of Infinitude. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it, because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, We commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so, according to the many ancient terms of affirmation. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. How's that feel? Feels good to me. I'm a little out of breath because while we're doing Statement of Infinitude, I don't have a monitor set up in here. So I was acting it out. And as I was acting it out, I was acting out each word, and I was doing interpretive dance. So, yeah, I wore myself out a little bit on interpretive dance, but we're in that space now. We're almost in there. Did you get it, Josh? We press it all the way in. That happens to me all the time. So look, we've got Snap, we've got our energy, and now we want to welcome our visitors, our first-time visitors. If you're a first-time visitor, before we hit the mats, we're getting all of this done. So type in first time so that we can know who you are. If you're a first timer, even if you're a first timer to Yoga Sunday, just say first time. And we can welcome you into what we know now as the core of consciousness and the apex of authenticity. That's the Infinity Fellowship. If you are here, if you found your way here, it's not on accident. If somebody invited you here, it's because they really, really like you and they think highly of you. They want you to be in a space of love. So either way, we want to invite you into the space and welcome you and let you know that we don't see you today as a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience. It's the other way around. You are a spirit who is navigating the human experience just like the rest of us. And so in this space, we like to say, welcome to Infinity. We like to let you know that we see the real you. We know the who, what, where, when, why. We know all of that energy. So as we've got Atlanta coming in, as we've got Dallas, Texas coming in, we rolled through Dallas. We didn't stop long. But Sister Michelle, next time we're in Dallas, we have to do something. But we remind you of who you are. So even if you're an old timer, we want you to hold your hands up and receive this energy today. Take a deep breath and exhale and let it go. Good. You can repeat after me. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me, where I can let you know that you are not alone. I'm with you. We're with you. And you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. Welcome on. If you're with your family, bring them in the room. Run around and give out some high fives, give some love. Let your heart and your body act like a glove. Slide it in, put it in sync with each other. Sisters and brothers, yeah, just like the rock. Here at Yoga Sunday, it's the only kind of block you're gonna have. We ain't gonna turn you off. We're gonna embrace you. Welcome to Yoga Sunday. Y'all ready to do some yoga? This is the time in the service where we get ready to go to the mats. For those of you who are used to the service being in a space of giving, if you'd like to give, I would go ahead and Joshua pull up my lower third for giving. For those of you who want to give before we get on the mats, we invite you to go ahead and do that now. You can give electronically. You can give in that space. But for many of you, you've already made your way to the mat. So if you have, then immediately after, when we get through with the meditative part of recharging your solar plexus energy, then you can give at that time as well. Now, you're going to get something great from it. So you can either give in advance now via Cash App, via that's $ Infinity Fellowship, via PayPal, paypal.me. / Infinity Fellowship, or you can write out your check, put into the universe. I dare you to put back what you received. Woo, that'd be a big contribution, right? But for right now, for those who are on the mat, we're going to come back to that and do our giving affirmation. And I'm telling you, like the old school people would say, don't be leaving after Shavasana. The service ain't over when we finish the meditation. The service is over when we officially close the portal for this week. Get prepared for next week. So that said, let's get ready for it. I want you to find your way to your mat, place where you're going to be sitting. And we'll come back and do our giving affirmation after we do our yoga. And we're going to find our way to our space now. I'm going to preset my phone for giving, and I invite you to do the same. All right, I got my Cash App open. I'm ready to do that. Now let's find our way to the mat. Get yourself in a comfortable position. Put yourself in a space where you can absorb today's meditation. Sit in an upright space. And today's meditation comes from the late, great John Henrik Clarke. Those of you who know about Dr. Clarke know that he was a historian and also an awesome humanitarian and spirit who has just given us so many jewels of wisdom over the course of his life when he was here on this side of earth and existence. Dr. Clarke said, "We will have taken one giant step forward when we face this reality. Powerful people never teach powerless people how to take their power away from them." Yeah, y'all know I got a little social justice energy in that now. So for those of you who have been struggling, I'm going to leave that slide up. For those of you who have been struggling with a begging spirit, for those of you who have been struggling navigating things like equity, inclusion, and this desire to be accepted by people you perceive to be powerful, wherever they are. It may be men in a very narcissistic and male-dominated society. It may be different people of different skin tones who benefit from privilege. Whatever it is, take in mind, we will have taken one giant step forward when we face this reality. Powerful people never teach powerless people how to take their power away from them. Lose the expectation that somebody is going to teach you how to take their power from them. Learn that the power that you seek is already in you. The power that you seek is already in you. Repeat that after me. The power I seek is already in me. See, we've been taught to try to seek after other people's power, after other people's affirmation, after other people's institutions. Guess what? You were meant to create something for other people. You were recreating your own reality. This is the power of this chakra, this energy here that's in this space. When you come to this space, I'm going to put a little oil in your hand, citrus oil. This is a great oil I like. It's called Solar Plexus Chakra. No brainer, right? But it's a sun's eye blend. So I'm going to give a drop to anybody here to sniff it in as we begin for meditation. Breathe in the color orange or yellow. If you don't have any of the essential oil, if you got something at home, y'all heard Sister Candice be like, Smell. Inhale. That's the energy of that citrus energy, like lemony, like orangey. That's that energy of your solar plexus. So that solar plexus wheel energy, that energy of life there, that energy is called a chakra. Say that with me, a chakra. All right. I know that I will win. This is knowing that you will win, y'all. This is where the willpower comes from. This is where they say you have guts, intestinal fortitude, right? This is that energy of Manipura. Manipura is a Sanskrit word which simply means resplendent gem. J-E-M. I'm country, so I had to spell it. Y'all thought I meant like Jim Carrey. I don't mean like Jim Carrey. I mean gem. Resplendent gem. This energy of the coming together of a gem. And when you think of a gem, right? You think of a gem or diamond. It is a space where all angles are intersecting and coming together to create symmetrical beauty. So all of this energy is in you. All of your roads, all of your intersections, all of the people, all the places, all the things that you encountered, even when you thought they were negative, they contribute to your ability to shine. This solar energy. Now I want you to find a comfortable space on the floor, and I want you to sit there. You can cross your legs if you need, if you squat in your hero's pose, whatever may be good for you. Find it, and I want you to sit up a little bit taller. And I want you to find your solar plexus chakra. I want you to find that Manipura. It is the area, if you place your hand here, where when you play football or you were doing gymnastics or dance and you got hit in the stomach, and there was a saying that they say it knocked the wind out of you. It's the place where it knocked the wind out of you. That's your diaphragm areas where you breathe deeply when you're a singer or a speaker. So I want you to find it. Take your finger and put it on your navel. And the beautiful thing about Yoga Sunday in the virtual space that we've had it in the last year or so is that it's for all levels. So I don't care if you've never done yoga before. I don't care if you have been a little self-conscious of coming into a space. You have no excuse now. Get on your floor. Go down to the basement. Go outside in the backyard. Put us in the headphones, whatever it is, and be silly with your body. Your body wants to get to know you. Get to know your body. Take your finger, put it in your navel. Good. Now, I want you to take your pinky finger, put the pinky finger in your navel. Take your thumb, put it just up under your breastbone, right up in that space right there. You're spreading it out now? Good. Now, bring those fingers in just a little bit together. And I want you to give a brief tribute to Sinterklaas, also known as St. Nicholas, Santa Claus, by saying, ho, ho, ho. Did you feel it move? Ho, ho, ho. Deep belly laugh. Ho, ho, ho. Guess what? You're now exercising that energy of the solar plexus chakra. Keep your hand placed there because I want you to manifest this energy. It is about staying in the present space. It's the solar energy of the ram. The actual mantra for the solar plexus is Ram, R-A-M, with a rolled R, if you can roll your R. So everybody do a Ram. 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 I'm going to be silly. I don't mind. I don't care. I ain't scared. Ram. Okay? Ram. Light R if you need to. Okay, so we're going to take an inhale in. Expand that area. Exhale, blow it all out. Good. Cover your mouth with your left hand, especially those of you who are practicing in a group. Just cover your mouth right there, and I want you to do something. Take a deep breath. Now I want you to keep your hand there in place on the solar plexus. Now laugh. Give me an evil maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh. There you go. Now take a deep breath again. Give me a cough. Right? Did you feel all that move? That's the area that you're focusing on. It's the area when you laugh, when you cough, it contracts. When you breathe in, it should expand. Let it move your hand like a balloon. When you exhale, it should flatten. Good. It should, and it will. It will flatten. All things are relative. Mine doesn't flatten as much as it used to. Actually, it did. It's just that there's a little more skin there now that is on top. So where it used to be really, really flat feels relatively flat these days, and that's okay because I'm all right with that, and you should be all right with that too. Now we're going to do especially breathing that ignites this chakra. So we're going to ignite this energy, and today as you are inhaling, I want you to keep inhaling that color yellow. Inhaling the yellow is sending that energy down to that solar plexus chakra. It is bringing the balance in. That root chakra, the red, is about grounding and survival. That next level is about enjoying the experience with the sacral energy. But now we're into the space where the solar plexus chakra is about staying present. Staying present. Stay present with me in this moment. Good. We're going to take short inhales here. This is an exercise. If you're ever lacking in energy, you're ever feeling down, you can do this exercise and it will ignite your RAM energy. It will ignite your solar plexus energy, stimulate you too. Some of you will need that too. So let's go ahead and begin to do this. This is going to be a 2 count. We're going to take in 2 counts of breath. So here's how it goes. 1, 2, inhale. 3, 4, inhale. 5, 6, inhale. 7, 8, inhale. 9, 10, inhale. 11, 12, inhale. Full belly. Same thing on the exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, completely empty. All right? So we're going to fill up 2 beats at a time. We're going to hold it, then we're going to exhale it all with a slight We're going to push, move that hand. Y'all ready? You got it? All right. Ready? Empty all the way out. Ready for inhale? Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and blow it all out. Good. Now I'm going to call it for you. You're going to do it. You ready? Inhale. Blow it all out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Inhale. Exhale to release. Place your hands at heart center. Breathe normally. Understanding in this space of igniting that the solar plexus chakra is about the sense of willpower and creating, the sense of decisiveness. If you've been struggling with being indecisive, we're igniting your decisive energy today. When you're out of balance with this chakra, you experience fearfulness, indecisiveness, unsurety, indecision. You then begin to seek a need for external validation. Dr. Clark's quote talked about that. That's how you know you're out of balance. Sometimes we as whole cultures can be out of balance and seek affirmation from external sources. It amounts to a lack of self-confidence, a lack of self-worth, feelings of doubt, feelings of unsurety, lethargy, passivity. All of these things come from an imbalance, an inability to connect to this space. So I want you to connect to this space now. We strengthen this energy here. We bring ourselves back to the center. Allow your eyes to close. Set your intentions for today. Good. And as we have set those intentions, continue to hold that Anjali Mudra, that heart pose with the fingers at prayer. We're going to take a deep breath all together, and we're going to exhale the mantra, which will be Ram. We're going to feel that solar energy just shooting up from our bellies all the way out over the top of the back of our head and our crown, sending it into the universe. Deep breath in. Exhale. Ram. Big inhale. Exhale. Ram. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Ram. Inhale. Exhale, breathe. Relax your hands to the floor. Come to all fours. Let us begin to warm this body up now. As we are in this space, we want you to get on all fours and make sure that you square your body up on all fours. So as you square your body up, make sure that you put your wrists directly under your shoulders. And as you have your wrists directly up under your shoulders, that means that your knees will be directly up under your hips. Good. You can tuck your toes or you can point your toes, whatever your preference is for this tabletop position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, blow it out and round the back. Drop the head toward the navel. Bring your navel towards your spine. Inhale. Drop your navel toward the floor. Arch your back. Look up toward the ceiling. Exhale, go back to reverse. Drop your head toward the floor. Round your back. Inhale. Moving only as fast as your breath allows you to move. Go ahead and do this on your own. This is cat-cow. Moving with the breath. Focusing on your core stability. Filling your body and your solar plexus with that sun energy. Continue to move like this on your own. Continue to breathe like this on your own. And just allow yourself to warm up in the hips. Allow yourself to warm up when you arch your back, to bring your shoulder blades together, to really open that chest and get the breath into that space. Good. Continue to breathe just like this. Now come back to neutral with the flat back. Reach toward the front of your mat. Move your knees to the outside of your mat. Point your toes toward the back of your room. Bring your big toes together. And now sit back into child's pose. For those of you who are working on child's pose and you're working on getting into a better child's pose, you can take a block, you can take a pillow, you can take a bolster, and you can place it on the floor between your legs. You can also place it in front of you and rest your head on it. It's for all levels. Some of you can rest it all the way to the floor. Reach forward though. And let's make this a really active pose. So as you reach forward, sit back a little deeper on your heels. Yeah, just like that. Good. Really spread your fingertips, drive them into the mat. Drive the palms of your hand into the mat. Drive your knuckles into the mat. Create this divine space where you're being pulled forward by your hands. You're being pulled backwards by your hips, and therefore you're elongating the spine, creating space, allowing that spinal fluid to really start waking up today. Good. Feel that tension energy that is elongating you and making it active, and then you can rest your head either on a mat or a pillow or block. For those advanced yogis, if you want to take this moment to try to go into a puppy pose, you can do that as well too. You know what that is. Do it. Get the benefit. Feel the restorative elements of child's pose. Big toes touching each other. Good. Inhale, come all the way back up to all fours. Move your feet, your toes, to the outer edges of the mat. Really tuck them in onto the balls of your feet. Then lift up and press back into downward facing dog. You can walk that dog back by lifting up your heels, alternating until you make it all the way back into that position. Good. Lift your hips up toward the sky. As you lift your hips up, let's make sure that this downward facing dog looks more like a pyramid and not like an arch. We're not in St. Louis, we're in yoga, so we're in Kemet. We ain't going for St. Louis. We ain't going for the arch, we're going for the pyramid. So let's get that pyramid straight. Lift up, raise up on your tippy toes. Good, good, good. As you've raised up on your tippy toes, press back, drop that head a little further towards your knees. Good. Now I want you to bend your knees slightly. Arch your back up, arch your butt up a little bit more. Good, you're gonna feel that. And now straighten your legs. You'll feel more of arc in your back, and lower yourself back down on your heels if you're able to, if it is in your practice. You might have some space between the floor and your heels. I certainly do. For core stability, if you want more stability in this place, what I want you to do is to rotate. Keep your hands dug in. Rotate your biceps outward slightly. Good. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands. Step, float, or jump forward. Come halfway up. That's our halfway lift position. Now exhale, forward fold. And just hang out there. Sway a little bit from side to side. That's ragdoll, also known as forward fold. You go ahead and you bend your knees. As we continue in that space, you can bend your knees. You can rest your hands on a block. Rest your hands on a book if you need to. You can do that as well. Many of you have such flexibility that you could even stand on a block to forward fold. It's up to you. You can always intensify the practice. Good. Wherever you are in your forward fold, I'm demonstrating forward fold with the blocks. There you go, Lisa. Good balance. How about that? Boom. Eventually dropping your knees to your chest if you can do that. That's up to you. Good. Release the blocks. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, come up one vertebra at a time. Reach toward the ceiling, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands of prayer. Deep inhale here. Exhale, release the hands. Now let's check in with your body. As your feet are, they're about hip distance apart. Or if you do traditional mountain pose and you bring your feet together, whichever one fits your body, you do that. But what I want you to do is I want you to drive those feet into the floor. So don't let the feet off. Don't let the feet off. Lift your toes up. And when you lift your toes up, what you're going to see is you've got four corners of your foot. Inside ball, inside heel, outside heel. Drive those into the mat with your toes lifted. Now you're going to get some core stability here. Now lay those toes down on the mat. Spread them out, drive them in. Good. Now, send the inner ankles toward the back of the room. Can't lift your feet up, though. Send your inner ankles toward the back of the room. Your outer ankles, send them down. What? Yes, it's going to make you turn your body in. So your shins, your quads, everything begins to turn inward. This begins to make you sit up straighter. Lift those kneecaps up. Good. Now, raise that navel, lift it up, and then back in toward the spine. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears, back toward the back of the room, and now let them go down toward the floor. Extend your hands. Mountain pose. This is an active pose. Breathing in, sending that solar energy to the solar plexus. Good. Just like that. Enjoy mountain pose. It's not just standing still. It is an active pose. Tadasana. Shavasana. Tadasana, mountain pose. Standing here. Shavasana, corpse pose, the final pose. It's pretty much the same thing. Every pose is Tadasana. So we want you to check your toes. Make sure they're pointing true north. 12 o'clock. Good. Let's warm up with some salutations. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it to a plank. Either high plank or low plank right now. Up on the blocks, you can do that as well. That's the push-up position. Lower yourself toward the floor. Inhale, come forward 2 inches. Point your toes toward the back of the room. Press up into upward facing dog. For those of you who are pressing up in upward facing dog and you're having a little bit of a struggle, we're coming back to upward facing dog. Go ahead and allow your quads, your knees to rest on the floor. That's fine. If you're having an issue holding yourself up for upward facing dog, rest on your elbows. That is a Sphinx position. Same position, same benefit for your own level. Good. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Press back into downward facing dog. That's the salutation to the north. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Keeping those shoulders dropped even as you're reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Give me 4 deep breaths here. 4 deep solar plexus breaths here. Remember to keep those hips elevated. Remember to drop your head toward the body. Good. Hang in there. You got this. You got this. Willpower. Last big breath in. Exhale, blow it all out. Step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Beginning at the waist. Bringing then the upper back into it. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Y'all are doing great. Exhale, downward facing dog. 4 good breaths here. Bring them in through the nose. Exhale through the nose if you can. If you can't, blow it out through your mouth. Get your breath. Send that energy to the solar plexus. Stay with me. You're doing great. Even your first timers. Even your old timers. Last big breath in. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands, step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 4 breaths here. Deep filling breaths. Breaths that come into your back, that come into your waist, into your stomach. Even as you're not compromising Tadasana, right? You're lifting that navel up and in toward the spine. You're keeping that intact. Shouting out Sister Kanitha, Sister Alicia for hanging in with me at Yoga Sundays, man. They've been soldiers in here. Joshua on the wheels of steel, making sure that we are broadcasting live to you. It's a wonderful moment to feel our bodies. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands. Step just your right foot forward. Good. We're going to go warrior 1 on the right side. So warrior 1 on the right side, we're going to step that right foot forward and give ourselves a broad stance. We want a broad stance because that back heel is going to really dig in. We're going to dig in that blade side of your foot, the outside part of your foot. We're going to dig that into the mat. As we dig it in, we're going to lift the arch of the inside of that left foot, and we're going to lean forward so that our knee is directly over our ankle. We don't want to go too far forward. That gives us instability. Here it doesn't give us much work. That's another pose. That's triangle. We want that knee directly over that ankle and that right foot directly ahead of us. Lift those toes up and wriggle that foot into position so that it's directly in front of us at true north. Check that back foot. Make sure that it's not facing true north as well, and it's not facing to the side. It's at a difference, a 45-degree angle. Lift that kneecap on that left leg to engage that quad. Place your hands on your hips. Core stability. Lift that navel in and toward the spine. Good. Inhale. Roll those shoulders back and down. Keeping those shoulders down in that position. Raising the arms. Reaching and looking up. Warrior 1 on the right side. Take some deep breaths in this position. Let yourself know that you can do it because you are doing it. Send that will energy, that sun energy into that solar plexus. This is actually a solar plexus pose. The warrior has the will. Where there's a will, there's a way. Big inhale, send those thumbs toward the back of the room. Exhale, take it to low plank. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Big inhale here. Exhale, blow it all out. Step that left leg forward. Opposite side. Same adjustments, y'all. How about that? Check that knee. Make sure it's aligned with that ankle. Check that back leg. Really drive the outside of that foot into the mat. Placing those hands there to make sure that you're square and lifting up. Breathing deeply the whole time. Don't let your stomach off here. No, lift that navel up. Send it toward the spine. Really feel that solar plexus. Really fill that solar plexus with air, with love. Fill it with light. Brother Shabazz, we're sending you a shout out. We know you're traveling to St. Louis. Send love to the wedding. And also, Shabazz reminds us when we're doing this in a flow, we can manage it, but we have to hold that pose for a few breaths. Oh my God, it becomes a challenge. But guess what? Iyengar said the pose begins the minute you want to get out of it. So when you're ready to move out of this pose, that's how you know you're doing yoga. All right, inhale, thumbs to the back of the room. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your foot forward. Come on up. We're just going to do one Sun B. Big breath in. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left leg forward. Inhale up. Warrior one on the left side. Good. Exhale, low plank. And lower yourself to the floor. Take a little rest right there. As you rest, though, I want you to keep your hands up under your shoulders. Keep your wrists under your shoulders there by your chest, because we're about to do something restorative and it's special. Press your upper body up and then rest on your elbows as you bring them forward toward your hands forward on the mat. Okay? Sphinx position. That is possibly going to be enough for many of you, because we're going to breathe into this position. Make sure you're rolling those shoulders back. Lifting the crown of your head, looking forward. Now, I want you to feel for the back of your feet, for your toes, right? And I'm going to raise mine up from the side view so you can see me. And from this view, you should be able to see that my foot position is going to be different. Give me this right camera, Josh, this other one here. Yeah, that one. Thank you, son. When you've got that, you're going to point your toes, but we want to make sure that we're not tucking them in. We have a tendency to tuck our feet in, to point our toes toward each other. We have a tendency to go pigeon-toed or slew-footed, point them out. Want to see if we can align them with our shin and then drop them so that they're pointed back exactly. And when you hear a couple of grunts, that means that you hit the right spot. Don't overdo it. But if you're able to, try to avoid pointing your toes in toward each other or out away from each other. Align them with your shins, with your legs. And then for those of you for upward facing dog, press up, engage the quads into upward facing dog. We're going to get 5 deep breaths here, in and out, in upward facing dog. I should be able to hear you breathing at home. Through your nose, in and out. Focused on the stillness. Remember that energy is going into your solar plexus. Again, restorative space here. Good. Find that stillness. One big inhale. Exhale, lower yourself to the floor. Reach for your strap or for your towel that you have nearby. Those of you who may need it, we're going to go for a floor bow position. So we'll start it. Let's get a little locust in. I'll demonstrate the easier path, and it's going to be great. Well, easy is relative. All right, lift your chest. Lift your arms. Point your fingers toward the back of the room. Good. Point your toes toward the back of the room. Lift your legs. Locust position, rather. Drop it back to the floor. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop it to the floor. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop it to the floor. Grab your towel. Grab your strap. Wrap it around the top of your feet or your ankles. If you're using your hands, wrap your hands around the top of your feet or your ankles. Lift up into the bow. Kick back into your hands. Kick back into the rope and lift. Lift the crown of your head. Lift your chest. You're balancing on your navel. Good, y'all. I'm supposed to just be coaching today because I did the practice this morning and last night. I'm trying to get this goodness with y'all, so I'm breathing with you. Good. Keep that floor bow. Breathe deeply to get that benefit. Relax to the floor for a few breaths. Awesome. Really continue to allow yourself to breathe. We're not going to take off until we get through the practice, but hang in there. We're almost there. All right, bring your heels towards your buttocks. If you're using a strap or a towel, wrap it around. Reach back and hold the strap. Hold your feet. Exhale, blow it all out. Inhale, lift it up. Kick those heels into your hands. Lifting that chest. Good, awesome. A lot of times people get this position, it's like lifting weights. You want to say, you want to hold your breath. Do not hold your breath. This is the purpose, for you to breathe. Come on, one good deep breath in. Lift a little higher. Go a little deeper into the pose if you can. Exhale, release it to the floor. Excellent. Good. Take about 3 good deep breaths of rest in that position. Good. And now come to all fours. In advanced yogis, you can press the floor and shoot through to seated position. But everyone else come to seated position. On the floor. Good. Extending both legs. Okay. Got it? Good. All right. So we're going to bend our right leg. Let's bend both legs a little gently. We're going to take our right heel and we're going to bring it to our left buttock. Got that? Good. Now we're going to take our left foot, our left leg, we're going to cross it over the right so that that left heel is right on the top of that right knee. Rest your left arm on the knee for a moment. Excellent. Twisting to your left, you're going to place your right hand on the floor behind you. Good. That's enough for many people because that's going to be about as far as mobility may allow. 2 more stages or steps for the full twist. This is going to cleanse everything down there. Get rid of that negative blockage energy that's going to mess with you. You may have to eliminate today. You got to go to the bathroom, and guess what? You should celebrate that. Celebrate that when you eat or when you exercise, you go to the bathroom afterwards. It means your body is eliminating that which you do not need. Inhale, reach up with the right hand. Exhale, turn to your left and place that knee, that elbow on the inside or the outside of that left knee. And you can press in with that elbow to turn your body toward the back of the room. Some of you may be able to look over your shoulders. You can even drop the hand toward the floor and press deeper into the twist. Sitting up as if suspended by a cord at the top of your head. Finding the full benefit of the twist. Restorative position here. Get out of your own head. Stop judging yourself. Stop saying what you can and can't do. This is about willpower. You have the will to do this. You are a winner. Big inhale, exhale, twist a little bit deeper. You can reach back farther in the floor. You can put your palm on the floor, your fingertips on the floor. You can put your hand on a block, whatever makes it easier for you. Whichever one gets you the full benefit of the pose. Big inhale, turn back toward the front slowly. Exhale, release, switch legs. Because in yoga, you want to get balance. We're going to do opposite sides on everything. Bring that left heel into that right buttock. Cross that right leg over. Placing that right ankle on the top part of your leg. Good. Opposite area. Right hand, inhale, exhale, drop it to the floor. Look towards your right shoulder. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, twisting. Dropping that left elbow to the outside of that knee. And holding it there. Or extending deeper for the twist. I find with each exhale, I can twist a little deeper. Metaphor in life. Take a little breath. Go a little deeper. Be a little stronger. Find the stillness with each breath. May each inhalation be a little more full. With each exhalation becoming a little more complete. A deep inhale, exhale, twist a little deeper if you can. Good. Inhale, hand to the top. Exhale, bring both feet forward and lie all the way back. All the way back on the mat. Good. Now the solar plexus is also that space where we love to see the top part of our abs. So we're going to give ourselves a little bit of ab strength here with some 30, 60, 90s. 90, 60, 30s, however you want to say. Bring your knees toward your chest. Now you can raise your ankles for those of you who have the straightening issues with your legs or you're just new to this. You can do this position, you can do this movement just by bending your knees and then lowering 30 degrees each time. Same thing works. For everyone else who's doing it, go ahead and straighten your legs, 90-degree angle. So we should see a 90-degree angle there with the floor. Good. You can use a strap for support if you need support. I'm always giving everybody the support that they need. Place your hands on the mat beside you or spread them on the floor if you've got the room. Good. Engage the quads. Big inhale. Exhale, lower at 30 degrees. And hold. Breathe in and out. Exhale, lower at another 30 degrees. Hold. Big inhale. Exhale, 2 inches from the floor. And all the way to the floor. Take a little break there. We got the added benefit of abs today, which is all good because you got to have the willpower, you got to have the strength, you got to have the intestinal fortitude, you got to be ready to go. Come on, let's get those knees back up. All right, straighten those legs, those of you are straightening. Come on with it. We got it. 30 degrees drop. Hold. Another 30 degrees. Drop. Hold. 2 inches from the floor. Hover. Exhale. Drop it to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Blow it all out. Good. We're going to do a reverse plank just so that we can stretch these muscles here. So place your hands there just beyond your hips. Straighten your legs. Raise those hips. Press them toward the sky. Point those toes, the balls of those feet forward. Drop the head back. Reverse plank. For those of you who can do fish, go to the side view. If you're not doing the reverse plank, you can lower to the elbows and have the same effect with fish. Legs together. Feet pointed forward, but your toes flexed back up towards your body. Seeing that solar energy come from the sky down into your solar plexus will. Big inhale, take it all in. Drop that head toward the floor more. Good. Now relax it all the way to the floor. Bring your heels towards your buttocks. Bring the bottoms of your feet together as your knees descend toward the floor. If you need to block or a pillow, show you where to place those. Place them under the outside of the thighs. As you bring your feet closer to your buttocks, one hand on the solar plexus, another hand on the heart. Supta Baddha Konasana. Reclined cobbler's pose. Allow your hips to open, releasing the tension that you've carried with you. Inhaling through the breath that is healing you in your solar plexus. Find this position of stillness. We're just going to stay here for a few minutes, or a few breaths rather. Good. Take an inhale, bring those knees together. Straighten out your legs. Connect those shoulder blades to the mat. Really open that chest. Bring your hands to your sides, palms up. Drop your toes toward the outer edges of the mat. Shavasana. You've made it to the final pose. How awesome is that? As we rest in Shavasana, as is always the case, I'm going to go around and smudge in person, or smudge rather, with some Palo Santo or some Palo when you're resting and relaxing a little later on. You can always go to Shavasana to recover. I invite you to hear the affirmations that we speak while you're in Shavasana, and enjoy the energy of the will being infused in the wheel of life. Those of you who like to do Shavasana on your own in the dark, you can cut your lights a little bit, set your mood, put your blanket on, your pillow. As we rest, as we relax, as we feel the flow. Inhaling and exhaling. I like to use Palo Santo wood as well for smudging. Palo Santo is translated as holy wood. It is a tree that is splintered into pieces that burn like incense. Grows on the coast of Argentina. Healing properties, renewing properties. We speak the good over you at home. I am decisive. I trust my connectivity to Source. I compete against only my own potential, which is limitless. This moment of enlightenment, I embrace and treasure. I am reminded of who I truly am. I accept my purpose today. I accept the way I see and interact with the world. And I take responsibility to operate from a space of love. I am loved and protected by all of the power in creation. And so it is. Go ahead and roll over to one side. As you come back into the body, as you begin to embrace that position of nurturing, we call it the fetal position. Many of us sleep in that position, or we go to sleep on our backs and find ourselves in that position because it's just natural to go back to that position. Enjoy a few deep breaths in the fetal position. Embracing the sensory perception of your body, how the skin feels against the floor or the mat, how the skin feels against your clothes, how your hair feels on top of your head or on your chin. Big inhale and then exhale to press back up to the seated position. Finding your comfortable seated position now. Coming out of the practice. Placing the hands at heart center. 3 mantras that will send this solar plexus energy into the atmosphere. Deep breath in. We're going to go Ram, in. Exhale, Ram. Inhale, Ram. Inhale. Ra. Final inhale and exhale for the practice. Inasmuch as we have gathered together in this space for this practice, for this energy at this time, I give gratitude to you for joining this practice with me. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. Namaste. 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 Ah, shake it out, y'all. Shake your wrists, shake your hands. Come on back. This is that energized space, and I'm fired up too. I hope you are too. Did you enjoy the practice? I hope you enjoyed it. Send the notes. You can go back to your phone and chat because we all got to go to our phones because now it's time for giving. Oh, you're going to feel energized now. So I'm going to give you an assignment as we go to our giving spaces. I'm going to my giving for Cash App because I had a nice contract pop up, as it does. The universe, when you give, gives more than you could ever expect. So when it does, I break off my 10%, give it to infinity, because this is where I get my spiritual food. Those of you who are tithers, we see you during the week. We appreciate you. We know you. Those who are givers, whatever your heart is moving you to give, this is the time to pour back in. And as I've gotten to my space, we're going to put up some music for you in a minute. But I did want to read something for you that I got from a book that Kanitha was given to Joshua this morning. And it was a bookmark. And I'm shouting out my good friend, Dr. Mitch Johnson, founder of Center for Spiritual Living Nashville, did some great bookmarks back several years ago when he founded that organization. He's now retired. But there is a great little bookmark that said, I dare to give as freely as I receive, knowing that I cannot outgive God. Isn't that awesome? I dare to give as freely as I receive, knowing that I cannot outgive God. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. You can't beat God's gift. All right, let's participate in our giving together. You can give via Cash App. You can give via PayPal. You can give via snail mail. Whatever it is in your heart, this is the time to participate now, because as a community, this is how we do it. We're coming from you to you from all over, wherever you are in the globe, and it's because of givers like you. I appreciate you. I'm very grateful. This whole institution is very grateful to you, for those of you who every single week decide to partner with Infinity to keep this spiritual food going to so many people. If you're new, I invite you to partner with us today by making a gift that is on your heart. Whatever's in there, bring it on out. But you cannot beat the God of your acceptance and understanding for giving. So we're going to do a little song. It's called Everything is Good. We'll be singing it. You'll be singing it. Take a deep breath in with me. Exhale, let it go. Repeat after me. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I got it. I got it good. I'm just wrapping myself in yoga straps and all of this kind of stuff. Let's say our offertory affirmation together. We'll bring up the slide and say it to the music. Oh, limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess. You have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken, and so it is. Slides are on the screen, y'all. You can take a picture with your phone, QR code, Cash App, $, Infinity Fellowship, PayPal, PayPal.me, Infinity Fellowship with /, and the mail is on the screen. We'll be back in person before you know it. But for now, we can do it online. Sing it with me now. Everything is good. Yeah. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. Everything is good. I said everything. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. Yeah. Got it good. Awesome, y'all. Awesome. Awesome. I love it that we're givers. I keep finding stuff to do with this yoga, sir. I'm like, what can you do? Can you do film rope? It's not long. Well, it's almost long enough. Can I do it? Can I jump? Can I jump? I got to be able to pull it. Look, y'all going to be feeling it like me. I got one in. He's like, you got one in. Claim the victory. Claim the victory and keep going. Like, it's better than 1.5. You know, you get that half, that's the trip. You're going to fall. So, yeah, my solar energy is up, because that's the other thing that your solar plexus energy will do. It will ignite you. So take the energy that you got today and keep rocking and rolling wherever you are. Good to see you, Jeff. I know you're riding with us. Jeff is jumping out of planes still. Jeff is up to 1,700 jumps, y'all. So we can get back in person. We all need to do a group jump, Infinity. We're going to do jump. I did it for 50th birthday. I think Alicia's jumped. And I was going to say for your birthday, but it wasn't. I was going to say for your birthday, but it wasn't. She remembers that jump. But we need to do that, Jeff. And Leanne, namaste to you, to everybody. Good to have you in that space. 10-note challenge today. Before you leave out into the world or go back into the world, I just want you to take a moment and on a piece of paper or your journal, I want you to write down 10 things that you're grateful for. It's a 10-note challenge. You could type it in your phone. Just type 10 things. 10 things that you're grateful for. And watch what happens when you get to about 9. Actually, you get to about 3. But I find that when I do that challenge, I write a whole lot more than 10. But just do 10 things today and see what happens. See how you feel when you're done. That's Rev Jeff's 10-note challenge for Yoga Sunday. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. We appreciate you all joining us today as we prepare to get on out of here. Next Sunday is Spirit Sunday. We'll be back first Sunday with the voices of Infinity, rocking and rolling, your standing ovations, all of the things that we love about Infinity. So as you begin to go forth from this space and walk into a world that awaits your light, recognize and remember the power of Manipura, the resplendent gem. You were born to shine. And you want to know something about a gem? You want to know something about a diamond? A diamond comes from what we see waste is, carbon, after it's under years of pressure. So all the pressure that you've been through, it's just making you a resplendent gem. So go out and shine this week. Go out and be who you are. Tune in with us this time next week for Spirit Sunday, first Sunday at Infinity. Tell 10 friends, like, subscribe, share this rebroadcast. Let the people know that we're putting together mind, body, and spirit at the Infinity Fellowship. Until I speak with you again, this has been Rev Jeff Obafemi-Carr, speaking to you from the headquarters, letting you know that when you get information in, it does become knowledge, but when you put knowledge into action, it becomes wisdom. I want y'all to be wise. I love you, and that is a fact you cannot change. Peace and blessings. Namaste.